Yeah, thanks for having me, Tyler. Look, I think you have to really be choosy in terms of which stocks you pick. Certainly, the market dynamics have favored staples for the past few weeks, but year to date, the sector has massively underperformed. And it depends on the mood of the market. When people are less worried about the variant and interest rates, the staple sector underperforms, and when people are more worried, they outperform. And clearly, we've been in the more worried zone over the last few weeks. So the way we think about stock picking is really about, how can we fundamentally pick the names that will perform well despite what's going on in the macro environment. And that's really how we've constructed our top ideas list for 2022.
I want to get to Coca-Cola, which Pete Najarian just mentioned at the end of the last hour. We'll get there in just a second. How are these companies dealing with rising input costs, materials costs, ingredients?
Yeah, look, all of them have taken pricing. And I think I was on the show, a few months ago talking about not every company is built the same. Some companies have more pricing power than others, and that is certainly a key factor that's going into how we're picking stocks. But every company that I cover, all 31 of them, have taken price increases. Some have taken 2 to 3 rounds of price increases, and I would expect that will continue in early 2022.
You like Coca-Cola. You say you're removing Mondelez. It's not that you necessarily dislike Mondelez. You just like Coke better. Why?
Yeah, so Mondelez was one of our top ideas for 2021. Stocks performed reasonably well, but Coke, we think there are 2 things here that really are going to manifest in better performance. One is we do believe, despite some of the concerns of Omicron, we do believe mobility will continue to improve as we move through 2022. Over half of Coke's business comes from away from home channels, so I think they will benefit from that. The second is Coke has done a restructuring which really realigned how they make decisions within the company, which we think is going to materialize into better top-line performance as we move into 2022 as well.
What do you see for inflation and the market in 2022, broadly speaking?
Yeah, look, staple stocks don't actually perform well when inflation is a problem. On the other hand, when rates go up aggressively, staples tend to do better because the market gets more defensive. So we have this kind of bipolar tension on the entire sector, which is why we're trying to be very stock specific in terms of how we think about the sector.
Nick, thank you very much. Have a great weekend, sir.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.